Alright, this is example 2, calculating the weighted average cost of capital from the WACC sample problems. Alright, so we have bonds, preferred stock, and common equity. I need to come up with the weights. Now, the grand total, the total capital that we have to use to allocate the cost is $4 million in bonds plus $1 million in preferred plus $20 million in common. Okay, so grand total is $25 million. The weight for bonds would be 4 divided by 25, 4 million divided by 25 million. The preferred is 1 million divided by 25 million. And the cost of common, the weight for the common would be 20 million divided by 25 million. If I add these numbers together, they'll add up to 100%. So I'm good. The cost of debt capital, yield to maturity on the debt times 1 minus the tax rate. The cost of preferred, the dividend over the current price. And for the common equity, we can use the discounted cash flow because I have a long-term growth rate G, I got next year's dividend, and I can calculate a price. Alright, so I know the market capitalization. Market capitalization is equal to the number of shares times the current price. So if there's 1.2 million shares, and they're worth a grand total of 20 million, then when I go in here and calculate the price per share, it's $16.67. And that's simply $20 million of value divided by 1.2 million shares, so each share would be worth $16.67. Alright, so go back to solving for my parameter numbers. The cost here would be 6% times 1 minus the tax rate of 40%. That's the cost of equity, or I'm sorry, cost of debt, the cost of preferred equity, $8 dividend divided by current price of $135, and the common equity, it's the dividend divided by the current price plus the long-term growth rate. Alright, and then all I have to do to get a weighted average is multiply the weight times the cost and then add those together. And it's 14.73%. By the way, there is also the sum product function. Sum product, array 1, array 2. So I could actually use sum product to do the exact same calculation. The array of the weights, comma, the array of the costs, and it'll produce the exact same answer. Alright, so the sum product function does this, multiplies weight times cost for each line, and then adds them together. Sum product is just a shortcut way of doing that. It gives you the exact same number, but using a shortcut.